Hello everyone, I welcome you all again to another episode of Folklore and Culture. So, as we were talking about etiological narratives of India, I have shared a few legends, a few myths, a few narratives. A lot of narratives are yet to be shared, so stay tuned to the next videos as well. So, what are etiological narratives? So, these are basically narratives or tales which tells something about the origin of something. So, it can be some kind of cultural, social, historical, or religious tale which tells something about a divine intervention. Some metaphors of the folklore of the folk life are used in these tales, which shows interaction between the human and god, the human and divine. So these beautiful etiological narratives are spread all over India, and we get to know a lot of cultural backgrounds, the way they used to live, and they still the kind of characteristics of the culture they possess. Everything can be analyzed, can be understood by hearing the etiological narratives. So let's begin for the day. So again, another interesting tale from the region of Gujarat. The story is on the origin of an intoxicating drink made in the region of Gujarat. So according to the belief tale, there was a carpenter and he was very talented and very creative. This carpenter never wanted to die, and for that he decided that he would make something really special with his special instruments. So he went into the forest and he cut one tree, and there was this hollow kind of structure he made inside the tree, and he made a kind of cage which would not be visible from outside, but one person can stay there, can be locked over there. So he decided that whenever the god of death will come to fetch him, he will hide himself in there. So, thus it happened, and the god of death finally came to take him. So, this carpenter met the god of death, and he was not prepared. The god of death told him to go with him. He said that I had made a very unique thing. Do you want to see that? The god of death was inquisitive. He said that, okay, let me see what you have made. Then they went to this forest and this cage. The carpenter took the god of death into that cage or that hollow tree, and locked him from outside. So the god of death was caged by a carpenter. After a while, because the god of death was caged, he was imprisoned, no deaths were happening in the world, and the world was becoming overcrowded. So the Almighty searched for a god of death everywhere, but he was nowhere to be found. So God made an intoxicating drink with the help of Mahua flower and came down to earth, and he offered that drink to every person whom he came across. So every person who drank it was totally intoxicated. And finally, this carpenter came to know about this drink, and he came forward and wanted to taste it. After drinking, he was totally intoxicated, and he took God to the place where he had imprisoned god of death, and he said that this is a door and you should never open this door, because if you do, I will imprison you too. The Almighty took this challenge and opened the gate, and finally god of death leapt from inside, and finally he was free. So we end this session here, but a lot more interesting tales and etiological narratives are waiting to be shared. So stay tuned and keep following me. In case if you want to ask any particular question, either you can write it in the comment, or if you want to talk to me personally, you can mail me on this mail ID. And yeah, I also have a channel called Hoimonti Bakchi, which is displayed over here. So you can follow that in case if you are interested in watching my videos on YouTube. Otherwise, I'm there on the social media handles of Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. So thank you so much for watching this whole video. So stay tuned for more such videos. Like, share and subscribe if you feel that this content is interesting. Thank you. Bye bye.